let us head straight to Akwatia, because there's something which is really going on at Akwatia. It is one of the things that we'll see initially. Very soon, in a day or two, like I say, in 72 hours, we should be having a by-election at Akwatia. I mean, no, because it's na po ewa Akwatia, Brian Champon ewa Akwatia, Bawumia ewa Akwatia. Professor Yao Educhum ewa Akwatia. We are also learning that King Japan is even heading to Akwatia. It is all in the wake of this particular by-elections. A man for believe is that if NPP is able to secure this seat, it is going to change the whole trajectory of the game. But then experts, because there's a video involved, you see, the people of Akwatia, it may be Akwatia can say a tipping point and then NDC and NPP. But then the people of Akwatia, no, the as a people, a development. Now NPP may be poised to actually be the people meeting my head and alpha development Akwatia. Knowing said the immediate past MP, which is Nesia Kumi or NPPD, but then they are in the internal conflict within the New Patriotic Party, they are not in a position to actually make Akwatia a better place and to even deserve to lead Akwatia and have the seat of Akwatia. This came after a year no information a year global info analytics so air party say NPP was initially winning the whole Akwatia race until internal divisions. Now the internal divisions and yet just it's not about the presidential race King Japan Bawumia and co. It is within NSC Kumi ewu ye no nipa na na yesi ombedi na ade no anase nipa omo ye prime no win ye no bebi party say on deserve onye popular. And aside from that, to NDC candidate no wo no so no Akwatia fu hu say no sisi an obi age ne national cake inti ye vote NPP ye vote NPP no mo ba mu a e kam yakwa Akwatia no ye koyechi yesu ye pe development bi yesu ye pe schools ni bi yesu ye come minister na Akwatia MP vice deputy minister na minister kra na ehye kro ne niunyam because Akwatia nkasa omunya MPB ofi krom ho no na Professor Jampo edin sem bi aba betu dwa say MPP should stop focusing on Akwatia. Yes, if there's any focus, MPP should not focus on Akwatia. Why? Because internal politics, any conflict about MPP mono, that is what is tearing the party apart. Because in Bible cracker say untimi enye den so we need fra untimi nche inifra for inifra ni for ekwan. So MPP right now must actually position itself. So okay, yeah, solve the internal issues both outside and internally and also external. If we are near start to see a dream other in but you do that position now. Near start to say you dream these kind of things. Pa dia ye pe power na say pe say nya Akwatia. Akwatia and the moko soba for mama sha munya kra muntimi enyehwe. Inkuti Professor Jampo.
If MPP wins this seat, it would not do anything much to their numbers. If NDC wins, MPP's predicament in Parliament will remain the same. And so rather than focusing so much on this election, let them focus on how they will rebuild themselves. The current executives leading the party, they are part of the problem. And unfortunately, they are being allowed to shepherd whatever rebuilding process that they have in a manner that perpetuates their own interests. And I'm telling them that unless the MPP undertake a very drastic rebuilding process, it would be difficult for them. Their chances in future elections will still remain bleak. And so it is important that they are made to know some of these things. I'm a Democrat. I believe in multipartyism. And so you need a credible opposition that is well prepared, not an opposition that suffers threats of disintegration. Look at the letter that they wrote forgiving those who have left the party. And I said, are they serious? They left on their own volition, and then you had to write a letter to say, okay, if you have done X, Y, Z, then we are sacking you. And if you want to bring them on board, look at the way they wrote it. I've heard some of them telling them that we even left when you were in power, not when, now that you are in opposition, what do we need you for? And so it is important that the elderly in the party are brought on the fore to ensure that there is a genuine reorganization, genuine reconciliation. President Kufuor, who first initiated Ghana's Truth and Reconciliation commission, okay, to heal us. I think he must be allowed to play. Recently, I heard that there are some decisions that were taken in the party and he was never consulted. I think he must be brought to the fore to help the party to rebuild itself so that we can have a credible opposition. Otherwise, they think they are doing something. They are risking disintegration because remember that recently that they went to pick their nomination forms. I've heard one of the leading contenders saying that the very things that they did to skew the processes in favor of one of the aspirants, they are doing that. If these things are festering now, you should note that once they also know that they have the following, if it doesn't go their way, if they don't see the processes as level and fair, they would also want to break up. And that is what I mean by the party risking disintegration if they don't do things well.
It's Kumewu, right? MP no, Efre mono. NDC for young Kosaba election. No? Was it Kuma? What's the name? Ejuso. Yes. Ejuso. John Kuma. Say young Kosaba election. No? And another one, Basoa. Yeah, that one. JB Dankwa. And also above Kwanot. And also NDC. Young contested that election. No? So these are things that we do. But party no if he say baby ayedro no. Akwatia for ehia mpuntu. You see, ordinarily enkade na NDC ye hwehwe. Eye seat ne pemra hye bedwemu ana sesan. Ye wo more than 2/3 majority wo mra hye bedwemu. And the NPP for a insignificant micro minority. Their exit from parliament, walkout from parliament, means absolutely nothing to the development of this country. And that is what it is. I mean, that is the reality. In Tinkadian Pani here, we don't need that. But you see, one was said, dear, Abofra ni papa tiaseno. Any a friend or Heneba. Menoka say resources are what Ghana no NDC, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, and the Reswa. Say beko beko baby, a being ko baby, a jinayen yaso. Akwatia for here development, or more here competent personal. Obesi wa name awo mrahye bedwem ni wetimi company fo ho akopre bibre abrewon awo Akwatia ya nanka ye akoto general election ya ye ni modi obewi ni presidency a eno no ye normal ye nyina akoto agum de obewi ni no ni wewi ni bakwabana sese ye ho bebia nsuo da ye ho bebia nsuo tinida entuwe na no akosan nsuo bebia nsuo nda eni ntino Akwatia for si yo yate sese no Ghana for nyina bom edi tumi kakrake di ama NDC yenso Akwatia no ehia epuntuo eninti ye fa NDC ni akoti ya nem ni wetimi eni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama bin sawoso ni wetimi atwe bibi papa bra yen eninti no wei no Akwatia mpuntuo Akwatia nkanko eni enyuma pa sese ba Akwatia di okuta tumi no ye pese ye pedi one ne nante ne bo se de be ya yensa beke bi eni ntine se ka siti nko de senke wo bebre o senka siti ye wei se bi ye kase ye besesa constitution Ghana akra besesa nanso nya no ne ye hwehwe ye ka se Akwatia fo hia mpuntu eni nti ye obi a tumi no kuta no ye obi a wobetimi se nipa na ye adwuma ene ne bebonko si atafre wetimi akope bebi abere yan
with that no benya parliamentary candidate and I say omo parliamentary candidate and I say parliamentarian no e free mu party no mpuntujuma anko
nukure wo me se mpuntujuma de akoba bia wo Ghana nanso kwabena woni mpefe me no I'm a realist. I don't, with the greatest of respect, I don't beat about the bush. Dear war na meka. No kretro do war ni so nim say parliament politics e wo Ghana ha no. se se de onka ho a wonhye na me ani bebre saa ma wo me ni saa o saa na Ghana ye tie se debi beba ye besesa general development ye say wo ba bia but ye po obi obetimi simu anam etimi akojo ma ho his excellency ebetimi akọ minister of finance ho ato force ho ebetimi akọ minister of works and housing ho mia menua ho betimi agei ho betimi akọ land and natural resource minister ho mia menua kofi ho said ya me bo kofi din ya me ne tie obaka na me ne kofi ti ho didi a obaka say bia ya wu kofi 100 na ewu mi anopei ya po obi a bibia obetimi ni wo mo aye adwuma betimi ani wo ma akasa din sa wo so na biribi akoso awo de ayete aye kan akotiafo nim saa nokre no esene me ne wo akotiafo nim se he